would like to invite Srimati Madhu Didi to come and join and please offer some Pushpanjali. Thank you, Didi. Haribol.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Vandeham Shri Guru Shritpad Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagan Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sahadvaitam Savadhutam Parijan Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagan Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitasya Vangsha Kaltaru Vaishya Kripa Sindhu Be Evacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I offer my humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of Paramhansavar, Parivrajkacharya, Ussam Murti, Paramaradhyatam, Nitlila Pravisht, Om Vishnupad, Astotarshat, Srimad Bhakti Vedant, Shri Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and Param Varenya, Vangsha Kalpataru, Aprakrit Gunganadham, Nitalila Pravisht, Om Vishnupad, Astotarshan Bhakti Vedant, Shri Vaman Goswami Maharaj, and respectful pranam to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas. This is my first speech in English, and I feel very fortunate that you have given me the opportunity to talk in English. So if there is some mistake, please bear with me. I first met Srimad Narayan Goswami Maharaj around 1979-80 while doing my research on Srimad Bhagavatam for my doctorate degree. At that time, females were not allowed to enter the mutt. Guruji was highly impressed with the topic I had chosen and the work done so far. This is how the journey of this disciple began with her Gurudev. I was blessed to be under his guidance about 30 years and remain so while following his instructions to translate various books. Like my topic for research was श्रीमद् भागवत में श्री कृष्ण लीला की प्रबंध योजना, and I translated गीत गोविंद, भागवतार्क मरीचि माला, राय रामानंद संवाद, प्रेम संपुट, चमत्कार चंद्रिका, उत्कलिका वल्लरी, चतुश्लोकी भागवत, and very difficult Vedant Sutra. Recently, I am completing Srimad Bhagavat and Sri Gopal Tapni Upanishad. He shared with me the innermost experiences and transcendental moods. Like once he told me that Param Gurudev Srimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj visited my dreams. So I keenly asked Gurudev what Param Gurudev does or says in dream to you. He replied saying that, Beti, my Gurudev is very much pleased with me, my preachings and my seva for Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti. At that moment, I also wished that my Gurudev would also come in my dreams and be pleased with me and my seva. I am waiting for that. Once he said, my bhakti has reached till Shri Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and I am yet to reach up to Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. However, meaning of this statement was beyond my understanding. Maybe it's some level of siddhi. On one occasion, I asked him, Gurudev, who am I and what is my relationship with you? He answered, I think this answer is for each and every disciple. He said, You are Lalita Sakhi's Palita Dasi. And the relationship between us is that of Roop Raghunath. And that Gurudev always used to say this for his disciples. He once told me that I may face a lot of difficulties whilst doing my transition seva, but I should stand strong like the great Himalayas. And when he says anything, he transmits energy also. When he instructed me to translate the Granth, at the same time, he also said, Beti, this is not for me. Although I am telling you to translate these Granthas, but I want you to have an in-depth knowledge of these Granthas. Once I told Gurudev, when you go to foreign lands, I miss you very much. And I cry. So I go and meet Sri Vaman Goswami Maharaj. And now I feel that I find myself much closer to him, Vaman Goswami Maharaj. He affectionately smiled at me and said, Beti, you are very fortunate that he loves you so much. This is his attitude. He used to like coming to Mumbai and always graced the invitations. Many disciples would come along with him, and it would get difficult for me to single-handedly make lodging and boarding arrangements for so many people. But by his mercy, it could be easily managed. When he came to Mumbai city for his eye and heart surgery and would see us getting worried for him, what he would say? He would say, this illness is just an excuse to meet such sweet and simple-natured devotees of Mumbai city. That time he said, Guru kabhi marta nahi hai. Guru never dies. Guru is ati marta charit and aprakrit gun gandham. I was not able to do a lot of prachar for his Mumbai programs, but somehow the local would remain crowded. And there were so many disciples of Gurudev. Once, my in-laws complained to Gurudev for devoting maximum time for my transition seva rather than household needs. But he did not pay heed to what they said and bellowed at them saying, Are, Brahma bhi mere samne aa nahi sakta. Even Brahma can't stand in front of me. Wherever my daughter will go, her presence would be blissful and auspicious. This is the attitude for his disciples. And this is how even little seva would attract him so much that he would protect us from all the hindrances. Also, there are various letters and emails that he had written to me that guided me through this journey. He would explain and encourage to make my life meaningful through the sadhan bhakti process. There are innumerable memories with Gurudev, but on occasion of this centennial program, I have penned 108 of the countless attributes, some of which I would like to share with all of you. This is published in Brah Visheshang, and it must be coming in few days. So I have translated these in English that I share it with you. During his travels all over the world, his serene presence made people feel that they were in Vrindavan. And in this way, he attracted people to visit Vrindavan. Regardless of the status of the person he was associating with, whether they were rich or poor, man or woman, respected or disrespected, he was like an antaryami who sat in their hearts and fulfilled all their desires. Like the Kalptaru tree, he thus proved himself worthy of the title Bhakt Bandhav. This title was given by his Gurudev. He used to get up before Nishant Leela to greet Radha Krishna Nikunj Seva. And that all of us know his job was very sincerely. He explained Vibhavari Shesh, Brajvar Nagar, Kam Gayatri as well, so well that he incorporated the bhav of Manjari Seva into his disciples who were practicing sadhan bhakti. Those people who get up early in the morning, all of them can realize what is Manjari Seva. He showed us that way. He stood on the bank of the ocean of Radha Tattva and distributed the droplets of Manjari Seva all over the world. He distributed all the pearls of the ocean like Sneh Rag, Pranay, Anurag, Bhav, Mahabhav, Adhirur Bhav, Rud, Adhirur, Mohan, Madan, Mahabhav. When we read Ujjwal Nilmani, that also I translated, it is all things are there. He was an ardent worshipper of Radha Krishna under the aegis of Roop Manjari in the form as Raman Manjari. He was the assayer who could assist the diamond like bhaktas among his innumerable disciples. After identifying them, he would concentrate on teaching them the salient features of Radha Krishna Seva. His discourses were of the highest caliber and devoid of any mistakes. His speech was so full of sweetness that it motivated people to practice bhakti and instilled in them the greed to enthusiastically practice Nam Sankirtanam. Even though he has hidden himself from us, he is ever present in the form of Guru Peers that he so kindly established. He established Shri Keshavji Gauriya Math, Shri Girdhari Gauriya Math, Shuddh Bhakti Prachar Kendra. He would take out a procession in Vrindavan a day before Janmashtami, accompanied by Mridang, Thol, and Kartal, and loudly announced that one can only receive the mercy of the Lord through Harinam Sankirtanam. That this is the best of Navdha Bhakti. He followed the disciples' line of succession of Radha Prem and also taught his disciples to the same so that their Manjari Sarup could be unveiled. He shared his realizations of the pastimes of Radha Krishna in the Nikunj of Vrindavan with his disciples. On the basis of the Nirgun Ved, Vedvani, he revealed the hidden truths of Dashmukh Tattva, Amnay Vani, and the Ras Vichar of Sri Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He loved his disciples like a father. And through his mercy, his disciples reached the peak of Prema Bhakti. Every person has some innate abilities, example, cooking, writing, drawing. Guruji took those abilities and engaged them in Krishna's service. In a friendly verbal duel with Sripad Trivikram Goswami Maharaj, he would respectfully counter scriptural arguments and could not be opposed by him. He could also attract with his scriptural knowledge the profoundly learned. Shrutidhar Vaman Goswami Maharaj was also a treasure house of scriptural information and an incomparable speaker of Gaur Tattva, Krishna Tattva, Radha Tattva, Vishishta Dvaitavad, Shuddha Dvaitavad, Madhvacharya, Shuddha Dvaita Siddhant, Bheda Bheda Siddhant. He was Nishnat in them. He was a simple person, tolerant, gurunist, respecter of Vaishnavas, great ascetic, bright, a person who doesn't have any enemy throughout his life. He always carried a sannyas rod, was gentle, natured, had soft body, looked like a Dev Purush, Rishi, Muni, gave spiritual blessings, and famous for giving pure love at the lotus feet of Radha Krishna. He had become famous throughout the world for these qualities. He celebrated the appearance and disappearance days of the great acharyas so that his disciples could know about them and they could become their role models. He established the tradition of calling chow, that is a gift, from 7 houses in Mathura Mandal on the occasion of Radha Ashtami, so that the Brisvasis could get the good, incomparable fortune of love of God, Radha and Krishna. He inaugurated the tradition of doing Abhishek, Maha Abhishek, Annakut, and Parikrama of Govardhan, so that the Brisvasis would enthusiastically and joyously worship Govardhan. Haridas warrior. He explained it so nicely. He personally went door to door to distribute Krishna Prem and purify the hearts of Brijvasis. He was a sannyasi and was involved in the upliftment of the grahast, but he still maintained a distance from them. He protected the organization Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti like a lion from those who did not follow his rules, but he did not deride them, but very lovingly showed them the right way. Thus, he was beacon of light showing the way. He was constantly engaged in Krishna Prem and was reminded of Krishna wherever he saw anything connected with him. Example, whenever he saw a peacock, he remembered Krishna's pecorino feather. He was only happy when he remembering Krishna Leela. Otherwise, he would be sad. Udas. He was Rasik Bhakt, Param Rasik Bhakt. Any Gaudiya Vaishnava, those who are not Rasik, they cannot be Gaudiya Bhakt because they are blessed by the mercy of Radharani. By his hidden smile and humble demeanor, he indicated that he was a manjari in the spiritual world. He could also give this siddhi to others if they are sincerely wanted. His very presence ensured that no one could behave improperly. He motivated people to let go of their evil habits and encouraged them to cultivate good conduct and good bhakti sarup. He used the forum of discussions on the scriptures to establish the supremacy of Krishna. He empowered those that he taught to become gurus to others. His speech was always pleasant. He never drove others or used harsh words towards them. He was tireless in propounding Krishna Bhakti and spread no pains in doing so despite ill health and other challenges. Here I am feeling like crying because in his last days he was editing my Vedanta Sutra and my translation work of Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran. I started my journey with Gita Govind, that is Raspur Granth, and it is in front of him. It has been ending with Vedanta Sutra, the philosophy. Now I am writing and completing. In fact, I am doing proofreading of Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran and Gopal Tapni Upanishad. That is Gopal Vidya, wonderful. He was the Triveni of generosity, mercy, and sweetness. With this, he removed the threefold miseries, Daihik, Devik, Bhautik Tap, from people's lives. He was the Bhagirath of Bhakti Ras Ganga. He was the incarnation of the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and personification of the kindness of Nityanand Thakur. He was non-different from his Gurudev, Bhakti Pragyan, Sri Keshav Goswami Maharaj. My Gurudev gave up this bird in Nash Leela, in separation mood, an ardent follower of Mahaprabhu, amidst the chanting of the Mahamantra Hare Krishna. He humbly served and respected the Vaishnavas of his time. He was always situated in humble feeling of being the servant of the Vaishnavas. That's why who could receive that title by Brajvasis Yugacharya. The Achar, Abhutpur. He wanted to give his disciples the best gati, none than other, Golok Dham. My each and every disciple should get the gati of Golok Dham, not below this. He perfectly executed the roles of Siksha and Diksha Guru, Parkya Shishya and Swakya Shishya. And sometimes he favored Parkya Shishya in front of me. I did not like that, but he smiled. He would never tolerate any disrespect to any literature composed by the six Goswamis. He would sternly rebuke any such transgression. He used every money, gift, even single pie he received monetary or otherwise for the service of the Lord Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was far-sighted, could foresee the future, and knew what was in every disciple's heart. His intelligence always engrossed in Radha Bhav. He was always filled with a Manjari Bhav. He could only live because Radha Rani's name constantly vibrated in his heart. Shri Radhe, Jai Radhe. Whether he is ill, he is not well, he is well always. He appreciated even a little seva like a disciple did as a great seva. He was the reservoir of the magnanimity of the spiritual world. He was imbibed with the vision to see everything. He could see through people, and his glance could purify the greatest of the sinner. Once he told me, you have to go to darshan of Hardevji. I saw in his eyes, I could be able to see in his eyes Hardevji himself. He encouraged people to follow the rules of Kartik month so that they could get the darshan of Radha Rani and they could please Krishna. He wanted people to experience Madhu Mahotsav. Krishna's Madhu Mahotsav is to see how Radharani takes her bath, how Manjaris are doing his garland seva, all these things. He expounded the greatness of those acharyas who had left in the Kartik month and gave lectures about their lives. He also trained his disciples so that the tradition could be continued. Through this Kripa Shakti, he empowered his disciples to become great speakers in the disciplic line. In this way, he made the Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti very strong and powerful. He planted the creeper of bhakti in everybody's heart and watered them with the water of Shravanam Kirtanam. He selected people from all parts of the world to further his mission. He would chastise those who did Nam Aparad, Seva Aparad, Vaishnava Aparad, and Dham Aparad. He did this to deliver them. He published the scriptures not as a monetary venture, but saw that as a way to distribute the mercy of his Guru and Gaurang. He strongly criticized the writings of the impersonalists and Panchopasana followers, and no one could challenge his arguments. He believed that laziness was the greatest enemy and advocated that one of the Guru and Vaishnavas. He was a fearless preacher who was an example for the whole world. He served the mission for 70 years and pleased Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In this way, he was Lalita Sakhi's favorite. And that I conclude it as I was given the sanket to complete my lecture. So I do it. Vangsha kaltaruvasya kripa sindhu evcha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo.
Thank you so much, Mother Didi. If I was to, when I inspire to be a daughter of Srila Gurudev, I want to inspire to be like you, because I'm seeing something that I haven't seen yet, and I'm feeling so inspired to also do something for Srila Gurudev. So thank you. I don't know what else to say to you. You've done so much for us in translations, translating work and everything, publication, whilst working and doing your work as well as a doctor. So you're doing, how to thank someone that is serving with their whole life, I don't know, but just a heartfelt Dandavat pranams to you, Didi. Thank you.